Yo, it's me, Jeynick again, and today we're back with another Speedwalk and Talk, and this is going to be the small intro. If you have seen the other videos, you'll know what's going on here. Of course, I got my favorite LEGO Racers convoyeurs right here, Stacie and Ken. Say hi, guys.
Hi guys.
Hi guys.
And there we go. And yeah, it's time to start the run. So I'm gonna set it up right now. Okay, and the run is starting right now. How much can you guys remember from the last time that we recorded this?
I remember we spent about 50 minutes recording and the audio didn't save.
Yeah, that
I
was,
also remember that.
Video, yeah.
that was my bad, yeah. Okay, so we're back again. The last time we actually recorded the full run too. Well, this wasn't this run, it was the actual previous run that was uploaded. But my recording software didn't record it, and that was kind of a shame. But yeah, we're back, and we're more knowledge for sure. And I just wonder how much you guys know from the last time. If you guys know what's going on right here. So it's just the first race.
I'll remember bits as it comes up.
Good.
Remember the whole teleporting being the main focus for a lot of things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say your car, your Xbox Series X is looking absolutely fantastic.
Haha. So we have upgraded the car to Jeynick 4, which is the Dutch flag combined with a special surprise that you'll see at the end of the race. And I don't think Ken has seen it. I think Stace has seen it, but Ken hasn't.
I seen it over Stacey's shoulder.
Oh, okay. Well, have you seen the surprise on the front, or?
Yes.
I think you can kind of guess it anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I don't understand why you've put the Belgian flag on the front of it, but you know, whatever floats your
The
boat.
Belgian flag. So it's supposed to be a Scottish flag for my favorite Scottish Lego convoyeurs, but yeah, it's very bulky.
The most low-key Scottish flag ever.
Most
It's like
low
it's like
polygon.
no, not low-key, low resolution. It's like the
No,
lowest resolution
look,
you could go.
I'm a pixel art I'm a pixel art professional, and I can tell you that's pretty good.
I mean, it's as good as
It's
it
about
gets in
it's
Lego
as good as
Racers.
what it's as good as you can get with 3x2 or whatever it is,
Yeah.
3x3.
So cool. But yeah, so we're off, and I'm gonna have to play more risky. Oh, by the way, I didn't tell you yet for the viewer, but this is gonna be actual world record. So you're probably watching the world record right now. It might be beaten by now, but it's pretty cool.
Wow.
I'm playing very risky, so that was the first DFD trick that you saw there. A DFD trick is when I use like a double white brick on a green brick, and then I boost past the ghost and pick up a white brick. It's kind of specific. I'm getting pretty good at it, but this time I didn't. Sorry?
Did the ghost slow you down if they catch you? I just realised
Yeah,
I don't think I've
if
asked
the-
that question in any previous video.
So
And I've only just realised.
if the ghost catches you, you'll actually fly up in the air and do like a 360. But sometimes you'll only do a 180 and it will just majorly mess you over. So
Spooky.
I
That's
decided
exactly
to
what
not
happens in
DFD trick
Phasmophobia.
before. Sorry?
Yeah, it sounds like Phasmophobia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
it's
that is exactly what happens in Phasmophobia when you caught by
sure
the ghost.
Phasmo vibes.
Get flung 360 degrees.
Out
In
your
the air.
body.
Yeah.
And
So yeah, well, it's going pretty well so far. I decided to not go for the DFD trick because I already hit one, so I'm already winning time over the last time. So as you can see in my previous segment, I'm at minus 1.6, which puts me on a pace of minus 0.8, which is barely anything, like negligible right now. But it's gonna get really interesting soon. So.
So just to remind my ignorance, if it's a minus in previous splits, that's good,
Yep.
and plus bad.
Yes.
Plus means it's above what previous times have been, right?
Yes. So
Right.
a red number means bad, a green number means good, a
I
yellow
never
number
pay
means
enough attention to
extraordinarily
splits
good.
sometimes. I
and it
just
goes
kind of
against-
rely on the green good, red bad colouring.
Yeah.
It goes against your previous personal best as well, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Yeah, so it goes against my previous personal best, which was 4658.44, which is funny enough because that's exactly tied with the number 2. Well, not exactly, because the number 2 I don't think has decimals in his number, but I just needed a better time.
Sorry.
So yeah, I've been grinding pretty intensively the past 3 weeks to get a good time, and I'm getting pretty good at it. I got bombed there, and that was my own mistake. I saw him picking up.
I think that's the first time I've ever seen you be bombed in any of these runs.
Yeah, it's because I kind of take like countermeasures to make sure that I won't be bombed. So I'm taking a white brick here, going through the rock, which only opens if you have a shield active, which is really interesting. And then I can actually travel from there.
So see, just for anyone that's not watched any of the older videos, what was your last submitted time? Where were you on the leaderboard? Was it 4th, 3rd, something
third.
like that?
I've been 3rd for forever. I was 4th for a bit, then I became 3rd, I think. Or I was 3rd from the start. I
No,
don't
you
even
were
remember.
first. You were 3rd from the start, but you bet your PB, so you resubmitted your new time.
Yeah.
Which put you closer up to the 2nd position as well.
Uh-huh.
And now with this one, you've finally managed to beat the world record.
Yes.
Which we'll see at the end.
Yeah, we'll see that.
So I remember a few weeks ago I was sitting in call with you, Jay, and you were quite close to beating it then as well. That we'll speak about that, I'm guessing, on the map that we get to where it went, you know.
Yeah,
wrong
we'll get there.
that
We'll get
one.
there.
But
Oh,
it's,
you heard me honk there, by the way. I just want to quickly shout out to Jeynick, who's the number 2 right now on the leaderboard, or is gonna be the number 3, I guess, because he honked to the music. You'll hear it in the mirrored version too, but shout out to Jeynick for that. I don't know why I just picked that up. I thought it was really funny. But yeah, we'll get to that one map where I messed up. Like Stacie said, because that was really sad. But this is going very well so far. I don't know, I was getting really nervous in call back then, Stacie, right? Because I was like, oh, I'm gonna get the world record, this is such a good run, and then I totally messed up.
Yeah, but at least I think it was a mess up because of your own actions, it wasn't RNG screwing you over, so I think that's always better, personally. Yes, you'll be annoyed at yourself because you messed it up, but at least you can't say, oh well, if the computer did this, it was a case of you know where you can improve, which is always the best. I'm curious, what are you eating in the video? Because I just see that stick moving in the bottom of my screen,
I forgot to tell
really
you guys.
distracting.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. I don't know why, but I had a toothpick in my mouth, and I just kept it in there, and I kind of forgot that it was in my mouth all the time.
He was just pretending to be an anime protagonist.
No, I thought he was pretending he was a Grovyle from Pokemon.
I mean, could be too.
That's not even a. Oh, it's not even a toothpick. It's one of the little teeth cleaning things.
Yeah, one of those things. Yeah.
I was like, that's a weird toothpick.
It's really strange. So I got
Remember,
a 614 on Captain
hygiene.
Redbeard. Yeah, dental hygiene really important. I got a 614 on Captain Redbeard. Well, rounded up 615. I'm actually able to get a 610 sometimes.
Okay.
But I don't know, I just like to kind of run anyway because there's a lot of time to save later on. So if I keep resetting, because it's really hard to get a 610, if I keep resetting for a perfect time, I'll never finish runs because, you know, it will always go wrong somewhere. So I need to be less perfectionistic, and that's what I did here in this run. But yeah, this is just the same old stretch on Tribal Island Trail. It's the most boring map in my opinion. I hate it even more than Imperial Grand Prix, which really sucks too, because I just played that one a lot. It's the first race, the pirate map. But according to one of my friends, it actually has the most banger soundtrack. I don't believe him, but you know, I'm biased totally.
It's all subjective, isn't it?
It all is, yeah. Oh, actually interesting. If you do it well, you can actually warp there, but because there was a white brick missing, I had to fly. The positive part is that if you fly, it only costs an extra second over warping. It's really not that much slower. So this race is just really consistent. It doesn't really matter if you make any small mistake. You can mostly save it anyway. So that was the race. But lucky us, because one of my favorite maps is coming up, Royal Knights Raceway.
Bowser's Castle, as I call it.
It reminds me of the Zelda map from Mario Kart 8.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I can see that. Ganon's Castle, then.
I guess so.
Hyrule Castle.
Oh, Zelda's.
Ganon's Castle.
Hyrule Castle.
Hyrule Castle, yeah. That's it. The lore person right here.
I don't know, man. I don't mean to be pedantic, but Ganon does get that castle.
Only in Ocarina of Time. It is only in one game does he claim the castle, but throughout the rest of the world and lore and universe, it is always starts off at least as Hyrule Castle.
Yeah, it does. So it does. Well, I'm grabbing my second warp, and what I'm doing here is I'm gonna go into the shortcut and then warp and then take a white brick, and then I'm supposed to pick up another white brick on the left there, but it wasn't there, so I'm just hammering on with the green bricks. It's really satisfying. You can just pick up green brick after green brick. You hold out on this one though, because you're gonna warp, build up warp with this. So around the pillars, only picking up one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go for the kind of the backup strat, which is around this corner. There are 3 white bricks right here. So 1, 2, and I'm actually supposed to grab that other one. I didn't. It's fine. Honestly fine. Like, I'll just...
I remember when we last did recording for this, the pillars at the start, see as you go into the castle,
yeah.
So that area just there coming up, there was shenanigans with the pillars, trying to maneuver through them.
Oh
see
yeah, it's because I got pushed by a
cleaner.
bot, I think, back then. Yeah. No, I'm actually... I think out of all my runs the past week, I've only bumped once into the pillars. Or twice maybe. So I'm getting really, really consistent on it. And then Ice Planet Pathway, which is kind of a boring map to run, but also kind of a fun map at the same time, because your boosts are just really satisfying. It's just really satisfying when it goes well. If you do it well, you can warp 5 times, so sometimes I actually stream my run on Discord to some friends, and we actually bet on how many times I will warp in the race. Spoiler, it's probably going to be 5 for this one, because otherwise it wouldn't be world record most likely.
Wait, hold on. Let's just clarify that in case the Dutch government's listening, they don't actually bet real money.
Oh, right.
Because we know gambling's illegal in the Netherlands. It's Jay's homemade cryptocurrency.
It's my homemade cryptocurrency that I'm giving
Jay's
out.
actually a crypto bro. That's what he does on the side when he's not racing Lego racers.
Sigma Mill, crypto bro.
Or like Sigma. Anyway.
I'm gonna blur that. I'm gonna censor that.
I didn't finish it on purpose.
I know. I swear all the times in my videos. It's pretty bad actually. Especially on a Lego Racers game, which is supposed to be a kids game.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, some poor kid will come across this. In fact, I think if a kid comes across this game nowadays by searching Lego Racing or whatever on YouTube, they're probably more disgusted with these old graphics than what they will any language used.
Yeah, it's so true.
Here's the Fortnite boss in this game. That's a child saying that. That's a child saying that when they Google it.
I was going to say it's unlockable.
Damn. Okay, here's Amazon Adventure Alley, and this is mostly... so if the first cup went well, this is the next kind of stop for me to reset, because this map is really hit or miss.
Killer.
Yeah, this is kind of a run killer. So what you do is you warp, then you lean to the left, sorry, not right, to the left. You grab some more white bricks, 1, 2, 3, and then around this corner is the 4th one, which you'll pick up while you travel.
Why do you need to see when you bumped into that corner? You said you have to lean left. What is that? Is that just something that that tells the program to do something specific, like take you to a specific area, or
no,
what?
So what I meant is I'm actually jumping here. I'm leaning to the left so I can pick up this white brick right here.
Oh,
and then I can pick up the green one, and then what I do here probably, so I'm taking the one there, because if it's in my inventory, bots won't pick it up, which means that it will always be there in the next lap if I need it.
Right.
Okay.
So optimally right now, I'm gonna grab a green brick and then warp, which is gonna happen. It's awesome, because this doesn't happen all the time. I actually got bombed last second there, but I managed to
How did
dodge
you
it.
discover that an NPC won't pick up the same brick you have?
Well, it's just, if it's in my inventory, it won't respawn, which means...
Right, until you get around then, I'm guessing?
Until I use it.
Right, so they stay picked up?
Yeah, they stay picked up, yeah. And
I
it doesn't work...
over.
Yeah, so it's a good question. It doesn't work like that for color blocks. The color blocks will actually respawn after about 5 seconds. I think we talked about this last time.
Right, the white blocks would...
Yeah, the white blocks will only respawn once you actually use it. Or you'll get, like, cannonballs, for instance, and you will drop a white brick, because any red item will make you drop a white brick, and then the white brick can despawn on the ground after a few seconds. So sometimes you'll see like a random stray white brick somewhere, and it might despawn, and that means that it's actually been of one of the bots. So we're going to Cup 3 right now, which is Basil the Bad Lord, or Florist the Bad Lord, as I call him, because he is called that in Dutch.
He's a florist?
A florist, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Shout out Florist, if you're watching. So this map is actually really insane. Like, I've been getting really good at this map. What you do is you pick up the green one, and then you build up another, and then you need to warp in a really specific spot so you can pick up another green brick where you land. So you do it right here, then you grab the one right here. And what I do is I try to do a manipulation trick, which I talked about in one of the previous videos, because the green brick that I'm picking up there won't always be there in the last round. I didn't manage to do the manipulation trick, but I think we're still fine. So what I'm probably gonna do next lap is I'm actually gonna perform kind of a backup where I don't use my green brick immediately after I pick it up. So we'll see about that. I just really like this map. It's a fun map to run for sure. Banger soundtrack too. Oh, so I got lucky. There wasn't supposed to be green brick there, and there's also one here, so it's all good. So we're all back to what we should be. But yeah, this one is just really straightforward. Just build your warp, go ahead, and then the last lap's always a bit tricky because there will be bots here, and I really need my white bricks. And they were really keen on picking them up sometimes, but they respawned for me, so that's great. And then I'm most likely... Okay, so it became a red brick, which is fine. I don't need it, really. And then I fly around the corner to get a new gold split, actually. So I got a green... not a green, a yellow time. And that means that I got a gold split.
What determines it being gold? Is it over a certain number of seconds?
It's my my best...
right, okay. So
lap
it's a PB
ever,
for
or my
a
best
given...
split ever, yeah. So it's kind of a PB for just the segment. I missed this white brick, which is fine. It's alright, I can miss one. It just means that I'm warping without one less. So I'm doing the PSP trick, as I call it, the Pirate Skull Pass trick, where I warp right into the green brick. It's super specific. It's like, if I only move... If I press A a bit too much before I warp, I will actually miss the green brick, which you'll most likely see in this run anyway. But yeah, a good lap. I can have a 28 seconds lap if I'm really fast on the first lap, but nothing to complain about yet. As long as I just keep hitting my PSP tricks, we're fine. Also, this map is a bit notorious for me because the bots tend to drop a lot of like yellow items. Oh, I missed the PSP trick there.
Yeah, seen that there.
Yeah. There's actually some theory behind the PSP trick and where you need to warp and stuff. I don't know, I could maybe make another video about it if people are interested. But it's a bit, I don't know, weird and specific. So I won't talk about it right now. I need this white brick here because otherwise I won't be able to warp. And sometimes this green brick right here is actually reset for a red brick right there, yeah. So that means that a bot had a red brick and then picked up the green brick and just left the red brick right there, which sucks. But there's another green brick here, so we're fine. This is the one that you actually pick up after the PSP trick, so... This is fine. I think I actually had a bad... Oh, I actually get the warp? Wow, that's cool. So this is actually a pretty alright PSP, in my opinion. It could be better though, but this is nothing to complain about yet. And now we're coming up on probably one of the hardest maps. It's either PSP or Adventure Temple Trail for me that is the hardest map. And let's see if I get a bumpless, which I talked about in the previous episode, and I won't. So a bumpless is when you actually start boost and you go through the corridor and you don't bump into the sides.
You don't lose momentum.
And don't lose momentum, yeah. It's so satisfying. So this is actually one of the strats from... I haven't done any like research before I did this video, but I think it's from Green9. So shoutouts Green9, who is the current world record holder before this video comes out. And yeah, it's been really useful because it's actually so much faster to use the boost to pick up all the white bricks and then warp instead of already warping when you can. And it looks very risky, but it's actually quite safe if you kind of have control of your car. But yeah, if you guys have any questions at any time, just interrupt me. picking up 2 white bricks, or I think I missed. Yeah, I only picked up 1 white brick. You can actually take them both with you in your warp, which is awesome. But I think I'll be fine. Dodging the items there, by the way, so I won't contaminate my green brick for a red brick, which kind of sucks.
I'm sure those rollers gave issues the last time.
Yeah, if I
As
drive
well,
against one...
Because the hitbox was weird for them or something.
Yeah, the hitbox is really strange. It's actually more forgiving than it's bad, but it can actually really mess you up. I once flew into one, and it actually soft-locked me, because it got me stuck in the ceiling.
Huh.
They were really strange. So I warped there, it's fine. It's actually a really good adventure template run. And I think I have a lot of time to save over my old PB in this run. So let's see what my time save will be. This is also a run killer, by the way, at times.
Yeah.
Oh, it was actually not that good. I think I missed something somewhere. I decided to still run though. Oh wait, we're talking... Yeah, so my 4658, I had a really, extremely good adventure temple trail, so that's why I'm losing on this. And then our favorite alien map right here with the UFO.
Yep.
We all remember this one. So I didn't pick up the shield, which I got punished for. Still fine though. So I'm doing a new strat here where I drive into the green brick, I brake a bit, and then I use the green brick out of warp and pick up the shield. So I'm actually boosting out of the warp, which is a really cool strat.
Is that just so you can avoid the UFO potentially?
Yeah, well, before I would just immediately warp after the corridor, but if I do that, I won't be able to be as fast as I could with the other strat that I just did there. For the second lap, I never do it, because sometimes the... Oh, actually, I'm doing it. I'm playing very risky. Worked out there, it's fine. But I mostly don't do it for the second lap, because sometimes the blue bricks aren't there when I need them, and it just... it just sucks to get sucked away by the UFO, literally. This is going very well. Not a gold split, but going very well. So last warp, didn't matter that I bumped into the wall. I'll be spit out here anyway. So yeah, I only lost like 3 seconds overall on Flores the Bad Lord, which is fine. So we're still good. I'm still behind on my old PB though, so there's time to save for sure. And I've been trying today, I've been grinding all day in case I got a better time. So we're recording this at like, I don't know, around midnight. And I've been grinding all day to get a better time, just in case I got a better time before the commentary, but didn't get it. It's quite a hard game. It's sorta a lot of RNG, but also RNG that you can influence by doing performing like certain strats.
Yeah.
But yeah. Desert Adventure Dragway. So from here, I don't know. From here on out, it's kind of chill, I guess.
The two hardest ones are out the way, really. So
yeah, for now, because they're gonna return, of course, in mirrored mode.
reverse mode.
Yeah. But Desert Adventure Dragway is actually quite chill. The only thing that can go wrong is one of the white bricks not spawning in the last lap, but honestly, it only like costs you like 3 seconds, which sounds like a lot, but it's fine, you know. It's RNG, I guess. Sorry, Stace, what were you gonna say?
I forget.
You forgot. Okay.
It wasn't important.
So this is one of the times where the white brick didn't spawn and I don't get to warp, so I'll just do flight and I'll be fine. Let's see if it's there in the last lap. It's kind of irregular, by the way, for it not to be there in the second lap. But
is it based on? Is that because one of the AI is picking it up?
Yeah, one of the AI is still holding it. This is actually a very bad Desert Adventure Dragway. Looking back at this, like, it's weird. My world record could have been so much better than the time that I have right now, but because it's kind of RNG and a lot of like really specific skill and knowledge, it's really hard to improve your time. And
before you've actually loaded up the wrong run.
Yeah.
This is actually an older one.
It's actually quite well to me to see that I had a 46.58. I'm almost 16 seconds behind on that PB, and I'm still gaining time. So I know that there's gonna be some pretty crazy shenanigans soon, but we'll see. So this is my personal favorite map in the marathon, and I used to do a strat where I would drive through the gates, which we are not going to see right now. We're actually seeing 1 or 2 of them, so a red, and you can see the monitor there, and it says blue, red, blue, which means that those are the gates that you need to drive through in order for that gate to open. But I have found like some kind of backup strat that I use sometimes with the gates, but I mostly try not to use the gates because it really depends on the code that you're getting, how fast it is, because sometimes it's really hard to maneuver through a certain combination of colors. Like blue, blue, blue is alright, I guess, but blue, red, red already gets a bit harder to maneuver through. As long as it starts with blue, it's harder in my opinion, because the red one is just easier to reach for the first one. It's fine, as long as I don't get bombed here.
They always stay in the same place.
Yeah, they always stay in the same place. Well, if they're mirrored, they're mirrored, of course, but they still
but
stay
they never
in the same
change
place.
during the map.
Yeah, they never change, no. So I can kind of plan it out. If I see like a blue, red, red, and I need to do the backup strats, I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna have to take this corner a bit less tight, so I can actually make it. This was a good Macron Marathon. It wasn't awesome, but it was good. So Dark Forest Dash. I'm probably gonna play really safe on this map. Maybe one DFD trick. That would be exciting to see. So let's see, do I use the boost? I do. So just safe strats. I don't know. I don't know when. Maybe I'll do it in the second lap, but I doubt it. Honestly, doubt it. Man, I'm really excited that I got a better time, because I was kind of I wasn't really gonna give up on it, but I was taking a big break from it, and then I started running some Metroid Dread. Go check out the Metroid Dread video if you're interested in these speedruns. Ken is there with me, and it's actually a lot of fun. And then I kind of was like, oh, maybe I should actually try to improve my LEGO Racers again, because I was really enjoying running that game.
Nearly got spooked there.
Oh yeah. So the shield actually shields you from the ghost, which is awesome.
Oh, okay.
That's why I picked it up. It's a really high-paced game, and there's a lot of like item knowledge, like where are the items positioned in the map, stuff like that. And one thing that I can actually give away is you can actually hear it when someone picks up a white brick. If you heard it there, you heard like a beep beep, and that means that I got 2 of them. But those noises for picking up white bricks, you can actually hear globally whenever anyone picks up a white brick. So if I hear that sound, I can look at the minimap and I can be like, oh, someone picked up this white brick, so it might not be there the next time I'm around. And then sometimes I can kind of play around that. Mostly not, but sometimes I can. And then we're back to IGP where we started. Was a good Dark Forest Dash. There was not a whole lot that could have went wrong while doing safe strats.
No, there's been nothing catastrophic yet. I'm pretty sure in all the previous kind of recordings there's always something horrifically bad that goes wrong.
Yeah, there has been.
At some points, whereas in this it's been relatively minor things like, oh, that brick's not there.
Yeah. Well, for Desert Adventure Dragway, it actually became kind of major. Like losing 7 seconds over one map is kind of major, in my opinion. Especially right now, but compared to the old runs, this is all baby stuff that's been happening. But it's only up from here, because I'm still 16 seconds behind on my old PB right there.
I've generally started to think Ken was right and you've loaded up the wrong video then.
I haven't, no. I for sure haven't. You're gonna be impressed very soon.
Okay.
So...
I believe you.
Again, same strats. Oh, you have to believe me.
Just to confirm again as well, we're definitely recording, right?
We're definitely recording, yeah.
Cool, just making sure.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm going to say something controversial while we're doing some mirror mode stuff, but
Okay.
I think LEGO Racer 2 had the better level design in the Jurassic one. I just think it was more interesting, there was a lot of things going on, plus dinosaurs.
The Jurassic one?
Yeah,
The
so
ones like the dinosaurs are going about and stuff?
The Adventure
Yeah.
Island one.
I would say
Oh,
Adventure
yeah.
Island's good.
I
I'd say that-
keep forgetting that that's the second one because to me it seems inferior.
I mean,
Yeah, I was
everything is
thinking,
better
like-
than the ice map. Let's be honest.
Well, I was watching. I was just realised that like this game's really missing a dinosaur level.
Yeah. Well, they didn't have the dinosaurs back then. They only had like the Amazon stuff.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like maybe that's the Diddy Kong Racing like affection coming through as well. But Lego Racers 2 had dinosaur map.
Yeah.
I mean, this Indiana Jones guy could run away from dinosaurs or something. Just saying.
I wonder if there were actually dinosaurs in that set. I think they were actually. They just didn't include them in the game. So this is Baron von Baron again in one of the previous
Sam
episodes.
Sanister.
Yeah, Sam Sanister, the whole rebranding thing, the whole ghost stories that we had from Lego Racers 2. But yeah, he's not as much as a hassle as I thought he would be normally. So let's actually hope that this race goes really well. Like I said, this one's kind of a run killer at times. But in mirror mode, I don't seem to have as much trouble with him than in the normal mode where we were fighting King Kahooka or racing King Kahooka. King K, as I call him sometimes. So this is going well. And let's hope that both the bricks are here, and they are. So one warp, take one. And then I'm actually, yeah, so you see me kind of leaning to the right before I drift in. And that's because sometimes when I warp there, some like bots actually dropped an oil puddle there or any trap, and I kind of need to dodge it. So, because if I get hit there, sometimes it will just randomly turn around my car and I have to drive the whole lap backwards, which really sucks, but it's faster. Because
Driving backwards is faster than just turning your car around.
Yeah, because driving backwards has about the same speed as driving forwards. You just can't drift. But surprisingly enough, you have more control over your vehicle while you're driving backwards. Like, things are less slippery. It's so strange. It's like getting control over your car in Lego Racers is a whole study in itself. It's pretty crazy. Oh, that's a gold split, by the way. Awesome.
Oh. And quite a good one actually. Is that
-2.
11?
Yeah,
okay.
so it's plus 11 because I saved 2 seconds.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so previous segment actually shows you the true time of what I saved or what I lost.
Right, okay.
That's why I have it on. I really like previous segment. So I can actually say that my sum of best right now is, I think it's either 45.90 or 45.20. Which is a sum of best for anyone that doesn't know what it is. It's all your gold splits mashed together. So it's the best possible time that I can ever get with the current skill that I have right now. So that's well under a minute of what I actually am gonna achieve. But yeah, that's whenever anything is optimal really. But I'm still getting gold splits occasionally, it's just not by a mile. Sometimes I get a gold split by like 0.05 seconds. But yeah, I'm gonna go for the warp. And yeah, it's probably, I think it was a Jelen strat where you kind of brake at that hill there to see if there's a white brick, so that's one thing I stole from him. And if you're interested in running these, or this run, actually watch those guys too, because they actually perform some great stuff that I learned a lot from, I think. But I'm also using my own strats here and there, and just kind of seeing what the bots will do and kind of playing around that at times. It's kind of fun because the bots have their own behavior, I'd say, like, and all the hosting champions have their own behavior too. Like, for instance, Captain Redbeard will always shoot you with a red item because he's buffed, like he will always grab a red item. And then King Kahooka will mostly use shields, so he's not much of a problem to me personally. And then you have, for instance, this guy. I think this guy will only fire items if he has around 2 white bricks, which is kind of strange. I don't know how they're programmed really, but it's kind of cool to see how every bot has their own kind of behavior. And even the grunts have their own behaviors. Like, there's this Robin Hood guy who's always kind of a doubt to me whether he will cannonball me, but then Sam Sinister, who is Sam Sinister, not Baron, actually always cannonballs me, so I really hate him with a fire repercussion. But this is going great so far. This is doing well. Same with strats as well. So I'm getting excited because I actually get 3 white bricks and there's a green brick right there. And I'm not gonna get one because he just shot it, so it's gonna be a good time. -8, so I'm already on pace right now.
Huge.
Yeah, so this was actually one of the better races of the run for me, I think. Saving a lot of time. The best one is gonna come up pretty soon. Pretty excited about seeing that one again. Because I haven't rewatched the run ever since I ran it myself. Which is 2 days ago, I think. And I've been doing quite a few runs these past few days. Especially today. How do you guys like this map, by the way? Aesthetically?
Sandy one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can take or leave it. I'm not big on desert, or in this case beach themed levels, I suppose.
Yeah, it's more beach themed, kind of islander stuff. Maybe I'm just biased, I just really dislike it.
I don't normally care for desert-y beachy maps, but I do like things like Treasure Trove Cove and Diddy Kong Racing. But even Mario Kart can't do a desert-y map that I like.
Yeah,
never shuts up about Diddy Kong
Cheeselander
Racing.
on Mario Kart 8.
I don't like it though.
It's Cheeseland. Netherlands unite, I guess. We're kind of... Ooh, okay. So...
That was a spicy curse.
That's a really spicy curse. Especially that curse right
Good
there, for some
placement.
reason, it seems to have a crazy hitbox. So sometimes I drove around it and I still got cursed. And that's really annoying. But that was good. I sometimes kind of expect it there, honestly. Like,
So do
I'm
they
not
only ever place curses on like set areas? You seem to be talking like, oh, that's a horrible place for that to be placed. Because I've hardly seen, of all the runs we've watched, I've hardly ever seen, you know, curses about. I mean, you can go races and you won't see any at all.
Well, the thing is, you need 3 white bricks, and a bot needs to pick up 3 white bricks in order to place that. But
Yeah,
if
I
there's a
suppose
curse
that's
on this
correct.
map, it's either always there or before you enter the cave. And that's because that's where you pick up the yellow bricks, and a bot would have 3 white bricks. And there's
but
only
just
certain
do
bots
it
that
then.
will fire off the yellow item. So,
Right, yeah.
so the mummy is actually one of the bots that does it. I don't know which bot it is on this. I think it's the weird alien guy that does it. It's weird, I don't know. They have their own behavior. When I see them, I kind of know what to look out for. Quick transition to the next cup, which is your favorite female alien. You guys know her name?
Hold on, I just
You
want to
don't know my
clarify.
favourite female alien.
An
It's one from
android,
Aliens, incidentally.
an android is not an alien. Just thought I'd let you know.
It's not an android.
Our name's Android, don't know.
No.
Oh, then I don't know who the alien is.
It's Gypsy Moth.
Oh, Gypsy Moth.
Yeah.
Gypsy Danger. Yeah, I know Gypsy Danger.
She sure is a danger. I think her
don't
behavior
know, I
is
feel
that she only likes to really fire whenever she has 3 white bricks. So you'll
I
see her
thought she
warp
would just like.
sometimes.
I thought she would just like driving into lights. So obviously, if you were a Lego character in Lego Racing, what would your strats be? Jay would obviously be speed travel all the time, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Well, if I could really choose, I think I don't know. It's strange. Maybe the shield guy. I would be the shield guy probably.
Ken, what about you? What would your strats be for a Lego Racer?
Reverse through all maps.
Be the centrist. Like the reverse is the best option. That you can
Reverse is best. No drifting.
take. Yeah, no drifting.
Never touch a wall. Just reverse everywhere.
The Chad reverser.
Let's not elaborate.
I know no one can see it, but I am shaking my head in disbelief.
So what would be your strat, Stace?
Shake
What
my
would
damn
be
head.
your thing?
Turning the game off at the socket after Ken's response. No, I was going to say I'd probably be shields as well.
Yeah. Wouldn't you be the yellow one who puts down the curses on the map and stuff?
Oh, that's a good point too. Who knows? Who knows?
It's
I was
cool.
just thinking shields because that's how I play my scholar in Final Fantasy 14, obviously for healing.
Yeah.
But now that you mention the curses, yeah, that possibly could also be me. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who
Okay,
knows?
watch this map because I'm gonna win a lot of time on this map right here. Like everything is going perfect, I think, on this map. So I did the warp. I dodged the items, which is kind of mandatory to get a good time. Then I kind of brake so I don't ram into the rolling stone. And then
Curse.
dodge the curse, yeah, which will always be there, or be on one of the corridors down below. And then I'm picking up the warp. And then I'm actually taking 2 wide breaks for sure this time. You could hear it and you can see. Oh no, wait. Oh, what? It's probably fine though. You can probably still pick it up.
Are you sure this is the right video?
No, this is the right video for sure. I labeled it. It's fine. This time I'm prepared, okay?
I know you say that, but then just things happen that I hold my breath and I'm like, oh no.
So
The curse is gone?
Oh yeah, it's on the left corridor, I think. So I'm warping through the shortcut, so yeah, more distance. It's actually, so I was in a Discord call when I was doing this run, and I said to my friends like, oh, this run is over, and then I just kept running, and then this happened right here, like this map, and I saved a lot of time, I think. I think it's a collective though of multiple maps, but this one was quite good. So I got cursed, but it's fine.
Curse.
Oh, I didn't save a lot of time, huh?
Are you sure this is the right video?
No, this is the right video. I'm confused then, because I think I saved a lot of time on my 58. Like, I've been doing so many runs.
It was the next one. Yeah, if you do them so much, they'll just blend together.
Yeah, you'll blend everything in. Then it was this map there I saved a lot, so... I remember this because I told the guys in call, this run is over. And then I said to myself, I'm just gonna keep on playing, whatever. And then this map happened. I know I said this like 3 times already. I should.
So you've put this the past few times.
I
I'm
should
just
have.
not
I should have
right.
probably just done a little bit of research on before giving commentary on this run, but
Just
I
rewatch
think
your
I think
video.
yeah, just
a
rewatch the
blind
whole thing.
a blind run's better. I think.
Yeah, it's more fun for us all, I think.
Because then we can meme that you keep saying this is the one. No,
This
no,
is
this
the
is the
one.
one.
This is the
This is
one.
the one. No, this is definitely the one. And
No,
then it
this
turns
is
out it's the wrong
definitely it.
video.
This is definitely the right video.
Definitely.
So I'm gonna already spoil that my rocket racer was really, really good. So another PSP trick. It's probably gonna. Yes. So I got it. I can't get over this toothpick in my mouth. So picking up an extra white brick just in case.
So the secret to speedrunning, guys, have a toothpick in your mouth.
I think it works. I also chew some chewing gum lately. Kind of calms my nerves at times. I did that in
Oh
Metroid.
gosh, nerves. You need to be careful with speedrunning. You'll end up losing your hair.
Might already be happening though. Okay, so I got 3 out of 3 PSP tricks, which is amazing, especially on mirrored. The RNG on that is not good. So there we go. So look at the time. I'm gonna save 13 seconds over this one map.
Big improvements.
It's really, really cool. I was getting stoked. I was like, oh wait, this can actually be a world record. So night marathon, and this is where it all went wrong, right, Stace? On the other time
Yes,
that
this is
I
a map
almost
where you were,
had.
because you were doing so well, and this is the one on the original run,
Yeah.
the week there when I was sitting call with you. It just fell apart at this bit. Are you going to explain what happened in the last one that went wrong and how it went better this time?
So what happened last time is I now have the green brick in my inventory that I just picked up after the finish line. I just immediately used it after I picked it up, and I don't know why. I think my muscles just spazzed out and I just used it. Because I have no active memory of actually telling myself I need to activate this now. It's just so weird. And then I lost 15 seconds over the map while I was 16 seconds in front.
Jesus.
Yeah,
So-
it was devastating. But it was down to user performance, not
It was down to
RNG,
user performance, yeah.
But it was
I don't know if I'd be
absolutely-
more annoyed about myself doing that and it is entirely my fault, or
Yeah,
if it was
but-
RNG. Because on the one hand, RNG is frustrating, but at least I can say there was nothing I could have done about it. Whereas
Yeah.
if it was me,
Yeah, but now he'll never make that mistake again.
The thing is,
Ever?
I'm
Yeah, I
almost
suppose.
never frustrated at this game. It's just so much fun to run. I'm like, if something goes wrong, then I can always just run another time. But sometimes I'm having such a good time that I can be a bit salty, like, oh man, I just totally messed that up. But I'm never really frustrated at myself over this game. It's honestly, like, I've been speedrunning now for about a year. It's the most fun game I've run. And I thought this would be a meme. So, you know, it actually is really in-depth and gets really interesting, as you can hear. So I'm saving another 1.6 seconds. So I'm 2.3 seconds. I still have, how many seconds to save for world records? A second. So I need to save 1 second and then it's world records for me. So let's watch this.
To clarify, at the current time, the #1 player in the world is green_9 with 46 minutes and 55 seconds.
Yes.
And then Jeynick with 46 minutes and 58 seconds. And then Jeynick in third with 47 minutes, 11 seconds, and, you know, the 120
decimals doesn't really matter for now.
The top 2 world records uploaded about 9 months ago. Jay's last one was uploaded a month ago, and he's already managed to improve time that way.
Yeah. Going really well. So the start for Rocket Racer is always pretty RNG. And that's because if Rocket Racer actually gets start boost, it might be over for me. Because I can literally lose 5 seconds over Rocket Racer having start boost. I break there, so I don't miss out on the green one because I really, really need that. What I need to do is I need to warp and then grab one of the green ones here. I'll be sped out at the last turn, so I can pick up all the white bricks. Then warp, take a red brick, surprisingly, then shoot open the door, go through again, and then be warped out all the way here. So I'm actually really, really fast right now. And you can perform that 2 times, and it's actually gonna happen, I think, because otherwise I wouldn't have such a good time. So that's one. And remember, guys, there can be a curse on the map, and you will be cursed if you fly through it with your warp. So I'm really careful, and I'm really listening for any curses on the map, because you can kind of hear them sometimes. So that's #2, and this is awesome. I'm already way past some of the grunts, which can still cannonball you, or like, I don't know, do anything weird to you. So there's gonna be a surprise coming up right here. So I'm like, oh shit, this is actually a world record. And then this happened. It's that weird bug again, where I get dragged to the wall because the game still thinks that I'm trapped, and that's strange, but that's time, and it's 56:52.
46:52.
Oh, 46, sorry. 46:52.
46:52.
We wouldn't be recording this if it was 56.
Yeah. No, this is the good time, you know. This is the video, so good job on me for preparing and seeing that the recording is still running, which is great. And yeah, that was the run.
Could you imagine if you hadn't recorded this, you didn't press record?
That would be awful, yeah. But that was actually the run, and I'm really, really happy with my time. Although it still has like some good improvements here and there. It's just that it's kind of accumulative of a lot of random aspects and a lot of skill, and I don't know. It's hard to improve time sometimes. But yeah. This is gonna be it. I would like to thank you guys for being here again with me and doing some commentary, because
of course
it's a lot of fun.
Now you can officially say, when driving in other video games, that you have played Lego Racers.
Yeah. Oh, quick note for everyone watching. So we would play games with vehicles like PUBG, like years ago, and then I would always take the vehicle and then say, "Can I drive the vehicle? I played Lego Racers. Trust me." That would be the meme. So now I can really say that I played Lego Racers. So
now you can say, I'll drive. I have the world record in Lego Racers.
Yeah.
Any percent glitchless.
Any percent glitchless. Yeah. The true category of the game, to be honest. But yeah, this is awesome. Shoutouts to Jeynick and Green9 for their runs. And yeah, I'm gonna see you guys soon again, and I might play another game, or might speedrun another game, or I might even have to improve my time on Lego Racers, who knows. But yeah, thank you, and we'll see each other again soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.